It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Cousins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
A loss of 9.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Huntley. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
3.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They run the counter. It's Carson, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Pass
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
Alexander
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Huntley setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Third and short yardage, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
A gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Dalvin Cook.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
He was taken down by Bobby.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Still 9 remaining on second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brought him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted by the Vikings.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, Cousins under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Number 18,
Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Seahawks nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
3 yards remain for second down. Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos Hyde. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They run it with Carson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now the third-year man from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking for the end zone. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 46. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Hyde. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Carlos Hyde turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. And a loose football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Browning. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. Out, out, out. 3 down, 3 down. Out, out. Gun, gun, gun. Motion, motion. Zero, zero. Hey, zero, zero, zero.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Abdullah to return. It's a Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They run it again with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far. and it was again on the last play.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Seven-yard punt, a return of 4.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
The 20-yard line.
This is Carson, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The handoff to
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's got his man Sharp complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So that'll back him up 5.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get it.
He'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Vikings 7. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing after the interception, Huntley. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Vikings first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
1st and 10.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 39, Cousins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. K.J. Wright. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll try to wind down some clock with Hyde. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Shaquille Griffin.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Madison, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
38-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First down, Vikings.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
At the 17-yard line.
2nd down at 5. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.